Is A.J. Brown secretly plotting his escape from Philadelphia while Howie Roseman smiles for the cameras? The biggest bombshell in the NFL is about to drop, and it involved a scandalous secret meeting in the desert that could change the Eagles' future forever. If you think the roster is set, you are dead wrong. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button if you want the fastest NFL updates on the planet. The city of brotherly love is currently holding its breath. We are approaching the NFL draft, and while everyone is looking at who the Eagles might pick, the real story is who they might be shipping out. Howie Roseman, the man who plays 4D chess while other GMs are playing checkers, keeps telling us that A.J. Brown is a Philadelphia Eagle. He said it at the league meetings, he said it at the Combine, and he just said it again at his pre-draft press conference. But here is the million-dollar question that should have every fan terrified. Why hasn't Howie said A.J. Brown will be an Eagle in 2026? There is a massive difference between he is on the team now and he is part of the long-term future. Rumors are swirling in NFL circles that it would be a total shock if Brown is still wearing midnight green by the time training camp kicks off this summer. We are looking at a potential post-June 1st disaster or a masterclass in roster building, depending on how you look at it. Reports suggest that A.J. isn't making a public scene because he knows a deal is already in the works. He's staying quiet because he doesn't want to ruin his leverage before he gets moved to a new city. Philadelphia has built this wide receiver room to survive a world without A.J. Brown. It sounds insane, right? But what if I told you that letting go of a big star is actually the key to
dictates the defense dictates.
But wait until you hear about the shady business going on with the New England Patriots that might actually help the Eagles pull off the heist of the century. Do you think the Eagles would be crazy to trade A.J. Brown right now? Is he the heart of the offense? Or is he a ticking time bomb? Who's to blame for this tension? Drop a name below. Now, let's get into the shady and slimy part of this story. If you follow the NFL for more than 5 minutes, you know the New England Patriots are always up to something. But the latest drama involving their head coach, Mike Vrabel, and a high-profile reporter, Dianna Russini, is taking things to a level of weirdness we've never seen. They were spotted together at a luxury resort in Arizona, behaving in a way that has conflict of interest written all over it. Why does this matter to us? Because Russini has been the primary source of all the A.J. Brown trade rumors. Think about the optics here. You have a reporter who is allegedly canoodling with the head coach of the team that wants A.J. Brown the most. It feels like a setup. It feels like collusion. Russini has already resigned from her post following an investigation. And while she blames social media, the facts speak for themselves. If you're innocent, you don't walk away while the investigation is still hot. This situation is sticky, it's messy, and it's exactly what Howie Roseman needs to exploit. The Patriots have been trying to get their hands on A.J. Brown for 3 seasons. They are desperate. They just signed former Eagle Kevin Byard, who is already out here openly recruiting A.J. on podcasts, talking about how they've been working out together all off-season. The fire isn't just smoking, it's a full-on blaze. But here is where Howie becomes a legend. If New England wants A.J., Howie shouldn't just ask for a fair price. He should fleece them. He needs to get on the phone with Elliott Wolf and Mike Vrabel and use this Arizona scandal as ammunition. He needs to tell them, look, your coach is in hot water, your credibility is shot, and our fans will riot if we lose A.J. If you want him, it's going to cost you everything. We're talking a first-rounder, a second-rounder, and maybe even more. Wait until you see how this trade actually fixes the Eagles' salary cap for the next decade. If the Eagles pull the trigger on this, they aren't just getting draft picks. They're freeing up over $130 million in cold, hard cash over the next few years. That is a staggering amount of money that can be used to pay DeVonta Smith, solidify the offensive line, and keep the defense elite. Howie Roseman has already prepared for this. He didn't just stumble into this offseason. He attacked it with a dual vision plan. Scenario A. A.J. stays, and we have the most terrifying receiving core in the league with A.J., DeVonta Smith, and the new additions like Hollywood Brown and Dontavian Wicks. Scenario B. A.J. leaves, and we become a younger, faster, and more financially flexible team. DeVonta Smith is more than ready to be the true number one. He has been underutilized for years because he's playing in A.J.'s shadow. Look at the tape. not just the stats. The kid is a technician. Plus, this year's draft class is historically deep at wide receiver. You can find a superstar in the first round or a total steal in the second or third. Imagine the Eagles moving up in the draft because they have extra capital from the Patriots. They could snag a blue-chip prospect who fits Jalen Hurts' timeline perfectly. Or they could play the long game and take the Patriots' picks for 2027. We all know the Patriots are trending downward. If we own their 2027 picks, we could be looking at a top 5 selection while we're busy competing for Super Bowls. This is the ultimate buy low, sell high move. The Eagles are in a position where they can't lose. If they keep AJ, they win on the field. If they trade him, they win the future. Howie Roseman has turned a potential disaster into a masterclass of leverage. The NFL draft is going to be pure chaos this year, with a historic amount of trades expected. Some teams are desperate to move back. Others are clawing to move up. The Eagles are sitting in the catbird seat, ready to strike. Whether it's moving out of the 23rd pick to gather more assets, or moving into the top 10 to grab a generational talent. The flexibility is insane. Philly fans, we need to trust the process. Howie has shown us time and time again that he knows when to move on from a player before the wheels fall off. It's a cold business, but it's how you stay on top. The opportunity is golden. The leverage is real. And the Patriots are ripe for the picking. Make sure you stay tuned, because this draft is going to be a wild ride. We'll be watching every move, every rumor, and every trade. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single second of the action. We're just getting started. Catch you in the next one.